So we have all of these.
I love the different colors. What's your favorite color, Natalie?
Blue.
Blue. Okay.
I'm a blue girl.
Yes, I'm a purple girl. But I love colors. Colors are I find colors to be cheerful. They make you feel good. They make you feel
It's very
nice.
important. So we also have the towels.
Nice.
Beach towels, hand towels, wash rags, and you feel it.
Nice. Quality is nice.
Very nice. Nice and fluffy.
Fluffy. That is
Fluffy.
it.
And then the colors.
Yeah,
all
very
of the
vibrant.
vibes.
Yeah.
It's happiness. It's
Nice.
feeling of happiness.
Need to estimate your duty? Perform a track and trace? Search for a declaration? Then download the Jamaica Customs mobile app today. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
12 p.m.
For joining us for CVM News at noon for this Friday, December 19, 2025. I'm Amoy Harriet. We begin with news of a triple murder in the fishing community of Rocky Point in Clarendon. Police are now on location in the Fraser's Field area of Rocky Point. The incident was reported shortly after 9 o'clock Thursday night. Now, upon the officers' arrival, 3 people were found with severe chop wounds and were pronounced dead at the scene. The victims have been identified as 32-year-old fisherman Linval Henry, Annette Lindo, a domestic helper, and Ingrid Lindo, a vendor of West End Rocky Point. Reports are that a dispute developed between 2 brothers, Daniel and Linval Henry, at the family's home, during which Linval was attacked. When the mother of the 2 brothers, Annette Lindo, and her cousin Ingrid attempted to intervene in the altercation, they were fatally wounded. 26-year-old Daniel Henry was taken into custody shortly after the incident and is assisting investigators. Residents say the killings are disturbing.
This thing like this happen, but we know him an unstable person. Yeah, unstable. You understand? So me know people are grief because I work for family. You know, almost the whole of this district here, I have family. You know. They have the biggest set of family in that place. So it's only for impact. For know even a little baby them when they run out first, and I tell people say I pay that up there. Me know say them even them go for liquor, you know.
And we're now joined by Councillor for the Rocky Point Division, Winston Mirage, who's currently on the scene. Councillor, can you tell us what the mood is like in the community right now as we speak?
Well, it's a very somber mood right here in Rocky Point. I mean, everybody is just amazed that they can't believe that this could happen right here. I mean, everybody knew this young man so good. He was a decent man. Hard working, he got dive, he went to sea, comes home, he bought his little car recently and he was trying to move on. He was trying to build another little house beside the parents' house right there where the incident happened. But I don't know, it's amazing what I'm picking up on the ground. It's as if he went to see yesterday, from what I'm being told. Went to see yesterday, and then all of a sudden he started saying to his partners out there that he has to go home. I have to go home, I have to go home. The whole of my family left there now.
As in, the suspect said that. That's Daniel Henry. He said that to his colleagues yesterday?
Sorry, I lost you.
So you mentioned that someone was out sea with his colleagues yesterday saying he has to go home. I'm clarifying whether or not that individual who made that statement is a suspect. All right, we're having some technical challenges there with Councillor for the Rocky Point Division, who's currently on location where a triple murder happened in the community. Councillor?
I'm not hearing at all.
All right, so we're having some challenges there. We're going to try to get back in touch with the councillor shortly so we can get, more updates as to what's happening on the ground over there in Rocky Point. Let's head now to other news. The Jamaica network of rural women farmer producers is condemning the alleged rape of a female student at the College of Agriculture, Science and Education case in Portland. The group is calling for urgent action to strengthen campus security and protect students. Tamisha Lee is the president.
The future of Jamaica's agriculture depends on the safety and dignity of our women currently in training. Maintaining a secure environment for a student body of this size requires significant and consistent institutional support. Safety is not merely an issue of management, but rather one of inadequate resources. If we are to truly honor the woman farmer, we must ensure that the institutions training them are fully equipped to also protect them.
Now, a Westmoreland mother is this afternoon seeking the public's help after Hurricane Melissa left her and her children homeless. Jadine Brown, who's from the community of Hartford, says life has taken a devastating turn since the storm. She told CVM News that after her home was destroyed, she and her children were temporarily taken in by a neighbor. But that arrangement has since ended, leaving the family with nowhere to go. They've since been sleeping under a tarpaulin.
Industry. I have no house. I haven't changed my clothes since the last couple of days. See them, my daughter lose everything. We just hear people giving out things and they say no. You guys can't get, and they don't know that tonight this is where we're sleeping. Somebody used to put us up and then put us out. Today said there's no more place for us to stay. My son needs to go back to school January morning. I don't know where first center come from. My children, them, we don't have nowhere to sleep. Anybody that can help us, please. The person said if you leave him place, he want to fix you up. Me jealous coming and nothing to fix. Please, help us, help us.
Now, if you're able to assist Jadine Brown and her children, you can contact her at 876-548-3596. That's 876-548-3596. In the meantime, a 48-hour curfew is now in effect in the St. Andrews Central Police Division. The curfew took effect on Thursday and will remain in force until 6 p.m. on Saturday. Now, it covers areas from John Golding Road to the Mona Commons community. During the curfew, residents are required to remain indoors unless otherwise authorized by the police. Now, head of the division, Superintendent Mark Harris, told CVM News that the measure is aimed at maintaining calm during the festive season, following the recent shooting of a man who remains hospitalized. Police believe the incident may be gang-related, and the curfew is intended to prevent possible reprisals. Environmental concerns are being raised as recovery efforts continue across Jamaica's coastlines. Executive Director of the Caribbean Coastal Area Management Foundation, Ingrid Parchment, says critical natural barriers such as coral reefs and mangroves have been removed, leaving communities more exposed to the impacts of hurricanes. She explains that these ecosystems serve as a first line of defense against storm surge and coastal erosion, and their loss increases the risk of damage during severe weather events. Ms. Parchment is now appealing to the authorities and developers to carefully consider how rebuilding is carried out, stressing that recovery efforts must prioritize environmental protection to reduce future vulnerability and ensure long-term resilience.
Our coral reefs have been destroyed. We've been removing mangroves, which are some of our first natural protection. We've been building communities in mangrove areas. We've been cutting down trees from the forest, while recognizing that a lot of our people live on the coastline. And so once we're doing that, we're presenting a situation that when a hurricane comes, we are going to be able to feel the greater levels of negativity or in terms of the impacts because of those actions. So our planning activities that are sanctioned or unsanctioned, those are things that we need to look at. How it is that we plan for towns, for communities, what are the things that we need to put in place, what are the things that we need to enforce, are the things we need to look at to ensure that persons are able to withstand these kind of hits, which are going to keep on coming in a better way.
And it's time now for a break, but stay with us. More when we come back.
My name is Fredrine Simpson, Public Relations Officer.
And I am Monique Bowen, Media Student.
On behalf of our Distinction College family, we would like to thank the entire Jamaica for making us the #1 City and Guilds ABE and CSEC private training provider in Jamaica.
We offer over 70 vocational, professional, and academic programs.
Start online and face-to-face classes in
geriatric, pediatric, psychiatric, and practical nursing, early childhood, childcare, phlebotomy, pharmacy, and medical lab technician,
housekeeping, food preparation, waitering, bartending, travel tourism, plumbing, motor vehicle electrical installation, AC, cosmetology, security,
customer service receptionist, supervisory, project, HR, and business management, CSEC, CAPE, and many more.
Registered for any program and get City and Guilds Math and English classes for free.
Visit us in Kingston, Spanish Town, St. Elizabeth, Ocho Rios.
Call us 356-4167.
Happy holidays and a prosperous
Welcome back to CVM News at Noon. Now let's revisit a conversation we were having earlier regarding a triple murder in the Rocky Point community of Clarendon. We were joined earlier by Councillor Winston Mirage. Councillor, are you hearing me? Councillor Mirage, are you here with us this afternoon? All right, it again appears that we are having some technical challenges there. He is on the ground, so these connectivity issues are expected and do not come as a surprise. But just as a reminder, viewers, a triple murder happened in the fishing community of Rocky Point in Clarendon last night, where 24-year-old, or rather 26-year-old Daniel Henry is believed to have fatally stabbed 3 relatives. And we will be getting more on this report later on in CVM News at 7. All right, and we are going to be continuing the newscast. Now, Agriculture Minister Floyd Green says the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA, is in the process of implementing a $3 billion Melissa response program through its partner agencies. As the Christmas season unfolds, the minister added that Hurricane Melissa came at a difficult time as many farmers were seeking a return to profitability following the impact of Hurricane Beryl. Now, he again cautioned that it will take time to reach all affected farmers, while assuring that the government is working to assist as many farmers and fishers as quickly as possible. All right, now let's try to get back to Councillor Mirage. Let's see if his audio is a little bit better. All right, we are still having some issues there with Councillor Mirage. All right, so let us continue with our newscast. Now, road safety continues to be a key issue across Jamaica with concerns about traffic incidents and public awareness. Joining us now is opposition spokesman on transport, Mikhail Phillips, to talk about this issue and what the country's road safety efforts have been so far. Good afternoon, Mr. Phillips.
Good afternoon. Merry Christmas to you and your viewers.
Thank you so much. Now, Mr. Phillips, in your view, what are the biggest challenges currently hindering Jamaica's road safety efforts?
Enforcement is one of the biggest hindrance, and what we would refer to as the furniture of the road, meaning the road surfaces. I think there's also a lack of public awareness, that the government has promised to do, that lack of it. But in essence, I think enforcement is the biggest hindrance right now. And also persons taking full responsibility for their own lives and their own actions of how it is that they utilize the roads.
Would you say that the current funding for road safety initiatives is sufficient to address those challenges you spoke of?
No. So a couple of years ago, in one of the standing finance committees of Parliament after budget, I made mention, and I've been doing it for quite a number of years now, in mentioning the lack of resources, the small policy sum that is given to the Road Safety Unit and the National Road Safety Council to do a public awareness campaign for road safety. The last financial year, Minister Vaz made a big public announcement, as he usually does, in that some resources will be taken from traffic tickets and given to the Road Safety Council and the Road Safety Unit of the ministry to do a national campaign. We are yet to see any of those national campaigns. We have seen just a small social media blitz that they did for a short while. But I think that I would personally say to the minister and the administration that there has to be a sustainable, ongoing campaign, really, where road safety is concerned. It's a similar thing of when the government had passed these high fees for the Road Traffic Act. We said to them that in itself would not mitigate road fatalities, and so said, so done. If we are not enforcing, if we are not providing the means for enforcement, then high fines by itself will not mitigate road fatalities. With the National Road Safety Council have been out there. They have been trying to bring the numbers below 400 for quite a while without much success. But at the same time, the road users have to take responsibility. There are some areas that are referred to as hotspot, which the government has made promises year after year in dealing with those hotspots, which is the degradation of the deterioration of the road surface in some areas. That has not been done. But as I said before, and I'll say again, that though road users have to take some responsibility, they need to slow down. They need to have an idea, which would come from the ministry listing out the areas that are hotspots, and persons just taking their time. But there needs to be more done on the side of the government in highlighting road safety and some of the issues relating to.
And what exactly would that more look like? Aside from enforcement, what practical measures or strategies do you think can realistically improve road safety in the near future?
Well, government taking responsibility on dealing with those areas that we refer to as hotspots. I mean, the data is there in the areas that we see more accidents than others. In most instances, the road surface has gotten to a state that it is no longer safe for persons to utilize in a continuous way. Where in areas like in that Sentan area where the road surface, once there's rain, it is as if you're driving on glass or ice, as most persons would understand what I mean by. And as I said, a public awareness campaign by the road safety unit itself would also keep persons aware of the issues and also in them understanding the need for just better road usage.
And in 20 seconds, Mr. Phillips, how else can us as stakeholders in the communities work together to improve the figures that we're seeing right now where road fatalities are concerned? In 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Take responsibility for your life and those around you. I mean, that I can't say it any more simply.